Good morning, day 21. The cold is back and we're not going to see the sun today, but that's okay. Like we always say, the sun is still rising even when you don't see it, and you see the evidence of it and the lightness it shines on its own and brings light to things. So today on day 21 for one of the communities I coach within, we do what's called a 21-day reset, and that's in SoberSis, and where we invite women to come in and just take a break, a reset, 21 days to let their body reset, cut out the alcohol, and just see what happens. Like, really pay attention, be a scientist in your own life. And a lot of you all, with this being January, as I'm recording this, the 21st of January, 2022, you may have taken on a whole month challenge for the month of January to do either a dry January or maybe a fitness challenge, changing the way you're eating, reading the Bible, maybe doing meditation, lots of things that we're all doing this time of year to get ourselves healthier and reset after a season of indulgence, and committing to a lot of seeing the possibilities of what's possible for us in 2022 if we were to show up for ourselves a little bit differently. So that was what I kind of wanted to help you with today, help myself with, is, 3 weeks of showing up for yourself. We need to pause and take a look around, enjoy the view, and then raise our eyes up and really look out on the landscape that climbing this far has allowed us to see the possibilities of. And I'm speaking literally and metaphorically here, but really, where were you 3 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago? If you look at all of last year, and even the small wins, and they're not small, the wins that you've had in these 3 weeks, what's possible if you kept going? Yesterday we talked about keep going, taking inventory. Well, we're sort of continuing on that. We're really pausing to celebrate what you've accomplished, but we don't want to stay there, do we? If you were on a mountaintop and you could see, oh wow, there's a few more mountains to climb. And if I got stronger and if I kept going, I could do this and this and this, keep that momentum going. If you are just doing this just to prove that you can do something, but then you go right back to your old ways, what does that really get you other than maybe checking a box off? But is it really satisfying? Sometimes it's satisfying just to check the box off, and we want to prove to ourselves so that we can go back and justify our behavior. Am I right? And then just go, well, I've already proven that I can make this change, so I don't really need to make this change for an ongoing basis because I'm really just fine the way I am. It was really just to prove how fine I was, how great I was. But internally, there was a reason you made whatever resolution, commitment, if you chose a word for the year. I was really bold and chose a whole theme that's unfolding each day, and proclaiming it and doing it out loud just to overcome my own brain wanting to do the same thing. So I'm kind of preaching to the choir here. No judgment here. It's more conviction. Conviction, is that internal, I really do want the thing, but am I really willing to work for it and do what it takes to get it? Do I want it that bad? That's sort of the crossroads that you're at either today or, that you're kind of maybe going to be reevaluating in the next week. Am I going to keep going? Like, enjoy the view and really allow yourself to dream about what's possible. Be curious. Be so curious that you've got to keep going. You've got to keep going. Like living a life of no regrets. That's sort of what motivates me, is this curiosity and really not wanting to, like I've already had those deathbed conversations with myself. Like, what do you want? Like I know what I don't want. I don't want to lay there and go, yeah, I wonder what could have happened if. What if? I don't want to die with regrets. Now, I'm not sure I can completely avoid that as a human, but I can do my best to really, and that really does require periodically taking a minute, enjoying the view from how far I've already climbed, giving myself a lot of credit and giving the Lord the credit. In my case, that's what I really like to do. For you, whatever resonates with, if you have a higher power or universe, whatever. No judgment there either. I have not always believed this way. So as long as you're even thinking outside of yourself, I think you've got skin in the spiritual game. And I applaud you for that. I don't want to speak in Christianese here all the time. I really try to avoid it and be real, because I don't really, anyway, side squirrel. So really just enjoy the view. You're watching me enjoy it right now and really see the fine detail of it. How far you've come. You couldn't see this or feel this without the hard work that you've put in. And even if you're still in the deciding phase, like there's a lot of work that happens in that decision and learning phase and gathering up the courage. I'm going to be talking, I think, about courage tomorrow. There's a story I read in Numbers this morning that really had me pause. The book of Numbers, man, that is like an adventure novel there. Anyway, so enjoy the view. Allow yourself to see what's really possible if you went over there, if you kept going, and what that would feel like. Really feel into it. A lot of this work is not just done up here. It needs to travel from here to from there to there. And that really takes a lot of intentional focus, reflection, mustering up enough get up and go to keep going, and really evaluating whether you're getting a return on your investment. Like, is this, and maybe the flip side of this too is that you maybe picked something that you're like, no, this doesn't really resonate with me. I don't want to go to this place if it requires this, but maybe I do want this and I'm willing to do this to get it. So a lot of this is just being open and curious about yourself, getting to know yourself, getting to know what your desires really are. And when I say that, here would be an example. A lot of people think they want, the sexy six-pack abs, but they don't realize what it takes to really get those. Like, the people that have that, like, they are watching every morsel of food that goes into their body. They're putting in hours at the gym, which means they're also sacrificing a lot of time with family and friends, going and doing other things. So maybe, you go down that route and you're like, yeah, I don't want my whole life in pursuit of a six-pack ab, of a look. And there's nothing wrong with it if you do. I have a son that, that's what he wants to do. And he loves the whole lifestyle that goes along with it. Because that's what it is. It really is a lifestyle. He loves it. That is his jam. I'm okay with just not having a muffin top. I'm okay with having a few curves because I really like pizza and I really like even enjoying an alcohol-free beer out with my husband that still has calories. Like I am not all about like I want to be healthy. I want to be fit. So I am moving towards things that take me in that direction, getting up off the couch, whole really the genesis of my rise and shine here. And so I'm really seeing, well, if I keep going, and I'll show a photo of me on the rower this morning, I'll keep sharing some photos of me doing my workout before I show up for the sunrise. Then I can really say, yes, it's worth it to put in that extra 20, 30 minutes a day if it means that I can go climb that mountain over there. And I mean that like literally. So, or if it gives me extra energy to do this and show up in my business and help coach people, because I can only coach people and take people as far as I'm willing to go. Like, be careful if you want to be a coach in whatever arena. You gotta walk the walk. That is one of the things about coaching. So anyway, I've gone a little bit longer today, but I wanted to just take a minute to not only enjoy the view myself, but to encourage you. That was another word that was really on my heart today. I mean, every day I want to show up and encourage myself and encourage you, but really like be encouraged. Maybe that'll be tomorrow's post. All right. Love you guys. And I'll give you one more view that I'm enjoying. Love you. Mean it. Bye.